introduction of our class. Last call being we finished everything very well, and we have lots of fun. So I'm Cass Walker. I'm with the City of Napa.
Cindy Weber. I'm with Napa Valley Register.
Kenyon Gordon with myself.
Tracy Stewart, Sheriff's Office.
Mike Jackson, Napa Valley Vintners.
So, our project, we discussed a number of different projects that we would like to do. And we hit on this particular project because we wanted something that had some legacy, that would be something that would live on beyond us, that created a special space for special people in our community. And
He passed away last year. It was hard at first when we found out just how sick he was. The doctor suggested hospice care at home. Hospice helped so much. He came home and that was wonderful. They helped me take care of him. They made his last months comfortable and pain-free. We were able to find some joy till the very end.
Hospice made life bearable during the final weeks of my father's life. He had pulmonary fibrosis, which is an autoimmune disease that attacks the lung tissue, slowly making breathing more difficult. Essentially, the person with the disease suffocates to death, but is physically and mentally sound in every other way. Because there is not much known about the disease, the treatments are experimental, and prognosis uncertain. When my father started to be in discomfort and was confined to a hospital bed, dependent on oxygen and morphine, hospice came in and cared not only for him, but for my mother and me. The nurses were amazingly loving, gentle, caring, and knowledgeable, providing medical, psychological, and emotional support to our entire family. Their assistance allowed us to actually sleep. They created opportunities for the occasional joke and laughter. They gave us comfort and hope. When the end was near, they encouraged us to say our goodbyes and helped us while my father transitioned from this life to comfort him with the sound of our voice and sense of our touch. Finally, they allowed us and encouraged us to cry as we were watering our gardens, but assured us the sun would come out again and would be my father shining down on us. We were and are forever grateful for their support during our most difficult time. They're living angels.
My father, Frank Anderson, passed away April 7th. He was 97 years old. Shortly before he died, hospice came to meet with him. The nurse came out of his room after this first meeting and asked me if it was okay if my dad had a beer. I instantly thought, what kind of nurses did hospice send us? They don't even know what his dietary restrictions are. And I told the nurse, he can't have beer. He's on a thick liquid diet. And the nurse looked at me again and said, if you say it's okay, he can have a beer. And it took me a minute, and I thought, and it suddenly, slowly dawned on me that with hospice's involvement, our goals have changed. They've gone from trying to follow all the doctor's orders and keep my dad alive as long as we possibly could, no matter how absolutely miserable he was feeling, to making his every last day the best they possibly could be and as comfortable as they possibly could be. I left that room immediately and ran out and bought him that beer and anything else he wanted for those last few days he had.
My name is Rob. My mother was in an assisted living facility. She wasn't happy, and her health was deteriorating rapidly. We reached out to hospice for help, and everything fell into place. They helped us find a boarding care facility, and now when I visit Mom, it's a pleasure, not a series of problems. The time I spend with Mom now is the most golden time of my life, and I treasure these times more than anything else. Thank you, hospice.
After my son died, I suffered for many years with depression. He died in March, and in August I had a stroke. After that, I was sick for a long time. I felt very sad. I did not feel like eating, smiling. I did not feel like anything. I have been coming here for the past month and a half, and so far I've gained 2 pounds. I do therapy, I exercise, I play bingo. I love hospice. When it's almost time for me to go home, never mind looking at the watch, because I don't want to leave.
My mom had always been the one to take care of everyone else in our family. So in a way, it was no surprise that when her health was declining, she was the one who decided we should call for hospice service. You see, she was still taking care of us, even in this simple action. Hospice arranged for ways to ease her pain, arranged for an adjustable bed and other equipment, just took care of everything so we could concentrate on being together as a family. With the assistance of the hospice organization, she was able to be in her home, surrounded by her loved ones, all the way to the end, which was such a blessing.
So I have to tell you, I'm so blown away by what these people did for our organization. I'm the president and CEO of Napa Valley Hospice and Adult Day Services, and what incredible stories they told. And it truly is the story of what our agency does every single day in the lives of people that we touch. And I cannot thank you enough for the work that you did for us. I'm sorry. They told me I'd be crying, and I am. What you did for us is incredible. The stories you told tonight are incredible, and we really look forward to those small plants growing into big plants and filling that space. It's going to be spectacular. What?
You're young.
Yeah. It's going to be spectacular. So, and every single person you saw in those photos were volunteers. There have been so many people in this community who have come forward to help with this incredible project, and obviously I'm moved beyond words. So this is just a little token of our incredible appreciation to the team for the work that they did. And so basically it says Certificate of Appreciation, Leadership Napa Valley Class 25, Last Call Group for Green Thumbs and Outstanding Community Service. So we are Is there a middle?
Yeah. Yes.